MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the San Diego Padres and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Redbirds will try to wrap up the three-game series sweep, and we'll have it for you next. Carlos Martinez gets the start for St. Louis in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Carlos Martinez, one of the biggest arms in the game of baseball. Electric fastball, 95 to 99 miles an hour with movement up, down, in, and out of the zone. Powerhouse slider, and I mean as good as any slider in baseball. His changeup has gotten better. If Carlos Martinez brings his A game, he has the chance to throw a no-hitter every time he takes the mound.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot starts today.
A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I love watching Manny Machado do his thing. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Into the box, Greg Garcia. Strike one to start the at-bat. Martinez has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the reasons is he changes speeds really well, and he throws both sides of the plate. One of the keys to missing the barrels, you have to be able to throw inside and throw outside, and he's about as good as it gets in baseball at missing barrels.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Bases are empty, one man out. Popped up. Molina over to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting third.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and up next it'll be the outfielder Tommy Pham. And he fouls this one off. Pham with an even 1-1 count now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Back goes Thomas. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Now to the plate, Colt Wong. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. In there at the knees, strike one. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Standing in now, Tommy Edman. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. He comes into this one at 248. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. The 1-0. One out, nobody on. Drilled on the ground to short. He's got it. And there's out number 2.
Batting third, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch on its way. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. He's safe. A great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. No balls and a strike to count. Now the 0-1. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside. Goldschmidt leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. Gone! Paul DeYoung connects for a 2-run home run. Home run number 5 on the year as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Here's Dexter Fowler now.
The right fielder, Dexter.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Fowler brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Drilled to the right side, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
I mean, that had to feel amazing right there. I know it's only a single, but when you're walking to the plate and you're not even hitting your weight, To see that batting average go up had to put a smile on his face.
At the plate now, Tyler O'Neill, as he hits one on a line to left field. Pham is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. All set for the start of the inning. Digging in now for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Today's ball game provides the Cardinals with a chance to end the series on a really high note. Of course, a win will complete the sweep.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Here's Manny Machado now. Hit in the air out to center field. Thomas is there to take this ball in, and Machado is down on just 1 pitch.
That is fifth. The right fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
So here's Will Myers. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
No, inside.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. The Cardinals had a lot of success at the plate yesterday, a double-digit hit total as a team, so they'd like to make that happen again as they go for the sweep.
This one isn't in the books yet, but when you're going for the sweep and you have a nice lead like they do early on here, things are looking awfully good for the sweep department.
Grounded back up the middle. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Padres down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Yadier Molina, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch.
Molina.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Bouncer up the middle, and that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Now batting, Lane Thomas. He went deep in the contest last night. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball one, well below the zone.
Well, this second inning is not starting out any better than the first was. He just might not have it in this one.
A runner at first with no outs here. Two balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
And he will take ball four. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
The pitcher, Carlos Martinez, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. From the stretch. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. There's one. On to first, a double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
Striding in, Colton Wong. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, and it's 0-1.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from third and get your team back motivated again.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now a flare out toward right center. Garcia is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out. Digging in, Ty France.